Yo, welcome to the Reyes Project podcast. Now, it's been vacation time. I have not done this in a long time. And I have good reasons, and I'm not going to talk about them. But everybody has always good excuses, so I have a lot of good ones. But right now, we're in the middle of this coronavirus lockdown. So I figure, hey, I have extra time, a lot of extra time, too much extra time. So here I am. We are trying to get rid of this disease, this virus, and it's affecting everybody. It's affecting businesses. It's affecting everyone. I mean, even if you don't have a business, it's affecting you as an employee. It's affecting you as a mother, as a father, as a brother. I mean, it's worldwide. And, you know, some people don't want to believe that it's happening. And I see them out on the street. They're out there just living their lives. And there's other people that I haven't seen in about a few weeks because they're really, afraid. And that's fine. Whatever works for you, then fine. But I'm going to just focus on this episode about businesses, especially small businesses, companies that don't have $100 million in the bank for a rainy day. And I want to talk about that with my really good friend, my best friend, he's been everything since we both learned to speak English in this country. Mr. Carl Basilis, he's the founder of Bunspoon Media. What's going on, Carl?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Q? What's going on with you?
We're locked down. You're locked down too, right, in Florida?
Man, the only thing I step out of my house for is to go to the front door, check the mail, and put groceries in the house, man. That's it.
Well, tell me, are you afraid? Are you afraid of the virus?
I'm not afraid. I don't live in fear that way. I'm not afraid. I'm cautious, because one reason I'm cautious is because, I have my mother who's 60 something years old. She's 65 years old. So I'm around her often enough for me to be cautious, to not be the person, to cause her, to get this virus, because although she's home, she's also doing the same thing. Everyone here in Orlando pretty much are just, in their houses or at home, but especially the elderly, the elderly, I'd say 65 and up. They try to, I don't see a lot of elderly on the street or in the stores, but you do see a few bold ones. I just make sure that I'm staying protected. I'm protecting myself first so I can protect my family, and my mom is for sure someone that I need to make sure that she stays safe.
Man, that's amazing the way you're thinking, because I think a lot of people are being irresponsible because they feel all right. They feel nothing's going to happen. They feel invincible. They feel they're not going to catch her. If they catch her, they're going to survive it. And they're not thinking about the people around them that are vulnerable. So great, man.
Exactly.
That's I'm glad that you talked about that, because we all got to be responsible, even if we don't know them. Like, you could just walk around someone that you may literally kill because you're being irresponsible. So that's good to know, man. So as a small business owner, I know that this has affected you, obviously. But okay, first of all, tell us a little bit about your business, Bunspoon and Bunspoon Media and all of that. Tell us what it is that you do.
Well, Bunspoon Media is a full service digital media agency in Orlando, Florida. What we do is we focus on website development, design, search engine optimization, the works. And so we've been around for, let me say, the name Bunspoon have been around for a long time. I'd say about 7 years this year. But we just in the last, year or so, we decided to brand out into this company because it was something that we were doing, and we just felt that we need to brand it into a bigger company and just not just a website. So Buntspoon .com started back in 2012. As I mentioned before, I'm learned web development and messing around with WordPress websites, and fixing and breaking them. And so I really learned just naturally how to work them. And so in the past year, as I mentioned, I decided that we were gonna go brand out into this full service digital media company. And so far, it's working. During this time here, it's kind of hard because we're all kind of stuck in a sense in home. We're in the house. When you're in the house, there's other things that can take your what do you call that? You're basically out of your comfort zone because for me, when I do work at home, I'm usually by myself. I go hard, I grind and knock things out. But then the fact that you have everyone home. You have the wife home, the daughter's home, the son. I have a toddler son who's 2 years old, so he gets a lot of my attention. So it's hard to train myself to get to work, but I do find the time. And also too, I like right now. I took a nap earlier just so I can have energy to bust my ass tonight. So this is one of the things that, you have to kind of do, during this time, because your energy is going to be pretty much be filtered through different means. And my family or my children is one of those things. So I have to take that energy and put it into, I'd say, a different part. Me not lose my train of thought, but just using the energy that I have and spreading it through my family, but reserving some energy to do some work. And usually that's at night for me because I have total quiet, and so I can just do my thing and grind.
Wow. Yeah, you got to do whatever it takes, and it sounds like you're doing it. Yeah, the nap thing is a great idea because you can try to stay up at night, but are you going to be really productive if you're tired? That's the question. So when you take that nap, it just gives you that little bit of boost. That's great. Great idea for everybody that's in the same position. Actually, a lot of us, that, home is just distracting. It's a distraction after the other. It's kind of frustrating at times that I'm sure you have a bunch of goals and you can't get them done because everybody needs attention.
Yeah. That's for sure. That's for sure. And, I kind of, I do have a lot of goals that I've honestly, because of this situation, the coronavirus is, the lockdown, we are basically, not put on a back burner, but basically just, looking at them differently, so if, maybe a weekly goal, that I had before was to be done on certain, for this week. I extend that to another week because there's certain things that are out of my reach because of this situation. So you just have to do what you can do in this time, because in 90 days or 3 months from today, you want to come out of this situation, out of this. A different person, not so much someone totally different, but someone who didn't get stuck in this coronavirus pandemic situation. So that's what I've been working on, and just making sure that I'm working on myself. Meaning,
so what are some of the things? Let's say, can you give us 3 tips or 3 things that you are working on that will make you stronger for when you get out?
Well, one is reading. I'm spending some time reading some books that I haven't picked up Another thing is, I'm definitely picking up the Bible. That's something that's one of my goals, daily goals too. Just reading and self-educating myself, and spending some time with my family as well. Because of work schedule, we work at 9 to 5 and you go home, you do your thing. The time that you think you might have to spend with your family really is more of a, it's not realistic when you put it into real time. So this time kind of taught me to kind of spend a little bit more time with my family, allowed me to spend more time with my family, different members of my family, like my daughters, my son. I spent a lot of time with because he's dependent on me, on my wife as well. But the girls are 13 and 20. They definitely don't get as much time as the toddler does, But I've been definitely spending more time with my kids because of this. There's a good out of this too,
Wow. Well, and what about your company? Like, what are some of the things that you're doing to come out stronger, or are you growing right now?
Well, you know what, just working on some projects. We do have, like I said, we're a full digital media agency. So we do also graphic design. So right now, currently, I've been doing some editing for a magazine that we're putting out. That's a quarterly magazine. So we're working on that right now and just going through the editing for that. So that takes up a lot of time as well. And that's one of the things that we're working on right now.
I see. And what are some of your goals for when it's time to hit the road again and we're able to get out? Are you looking into any of the government help that they're offering? Not too informed on it, but allegedly you can get loans, low interest or no interest loans. There's certain things that they're offering for businesses to get back on track. Are you looking into taking advantage of any of those things?
Honestly, Q, I have not even looked into that. I did hear about it. I didn't look into it. You know what? Since we I'm not even sure if we'd even, if we're even eligible because, we just launched a company and then bam, this lockdown happens, but I'm not even sure if we're even eligible to even get any aid from the government regarding our business. But I mean, it's something to look into.
It's pretty wild because, in my opinion, they're giving out these loans to help the small businesses, yet they're bailing out huge companies that have money. So, and they don't have to pay that money back. So the government is giving them, let's say $100 million or, 50 million or 10 million, whatever million. And for the small business, they're like, here, we let you borrow this and then you just pay us back. Where it should be the other way around. It should be these companies that already had the money that have a way. For example, Starbucks is probably hurting, but I'm sure, no doubt in my mind, that once we're out of this, Starbucks is back to where they were. And the printing shop or the janitorial business or whatever, they just can't get back. And a lot of times they don't even qualify, like you said, because maybe their business is not established in the right way, or they haven't, they don't have their paperwork right, or maybe their credit is not right, or, there's a million things that are going to affect these small businesses a lot more than a huge, big corporation. Yet those corporations are getting bailed out and the businesses are like, here, you can apply. We might let you borrow some money. Just pay us back later. Right. So I think it's pretty unfair. So given all of that, do you think, is this a time, if in your perspective, as a business owner, is this a time of opportunity right now in this lockdown, or is it a time for patience and for waiting?
I think patience in this time. I mean, you have this is the time. This is an opportunity to to score big. When I don't mean score big and taking advantage of people who may not have it right now, but you have an opportunity to restart, to start something fresh, to regroup, to think and just brainstorm and do some greater things with your company. It has to be, there has to be the time taken for those things, and just the fact that, you're home, and most people are going to be home. In Orlando, Florida, some people are working, but everything's closed really, except for groceries, and hospitals, of course, and but you just have to take the time to brainstorm and regroup. During this time, this is the perfect opportunity. A lot of people too, and this is one of the things that I try to sell, not even sell, but tell to my clients, because right now, a lot of people in the past, say, okay, wow, I have this great idea, but because of my 9 to 5, I'm not able to do this. But right now you don't have a 9 to 5. So what's the excuse now? So basically you have this time now, if either you're a business owner or anyone who's looking to get into business, if the time permits it, I think this is a perfect opportunity to gain big.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. You got the right words there, and hopefully people that are listening that, get inspired, because I think it is an opportunity right now. You probably won't get another opportunity like this. Hopefully you don't get another opportunity like this in your lifetime, because it's a real, it's different. I mean, if I don't see this becoming the norm, and if it does, it's an opportunity. It really is, because a lot of people are home. Maybe they're watching Netflix. Maybe some people are taking a needed rest. Yet those people that are striving right now, it's like being in jail, and you start working out and doing push-ups every day because you have nothing else to do. And when you get out in 6 years, of course you got a six-pack and you got a body that looks like anything from the best gym, because you were there using that time in a productive way. But I'm sure at the same token, if you go to jail and just eat Oreos or whatever and lay on your bed and just play cards all day or whatever you do, then you also going to have those rewards. So I think this is the gym time right now. This is the gym time for businesses to become stronger and stronger. So in your business, are you fully operational right now? Like if clients reached out to you and said, I really need to get my website refreshed, up and running, because they want to take advantage of the opportunity and come out stronger out of this. Are you fully operational where you can help a client get their website on track?
Absolutely, Q. Absolutely. Honestly, we work around the clock. When I say that, I mean, because we don't have a set hour. We don't have set hours. If a client wants to contact us right now, bam, you can go to biz.bosspoon.com and click on one of on our contact page. You can give us a contact or call us. We'll reach out. You can even text us. We're always available to help anyone with a new project. Because while everyone's sleeping, we work. A lot of times we spend, I spend nights, just sitting in front of a computer doing work. So I'm always available. Multiple Media is always available to help, to help everyone with any new project they want.
Okay, and if you have to give in conclusion, like if you had to give 3 tips to somebody that has their business that don't have a website, or maybe they have like a really bad website or very outdated, what are some tips they could take advantage of right now in this downtime to get that up and running, so that when this is over, their business has a lot more visibility? What are some things that the business owners that are not up on their website, because there's probably the majority are not, what would be your advice?
One thing I would say, I would say 3 things. search engine optimization, search engine optimization, search engine optimization. That's something that is also important, especially right now. Since we may have, we definitely have a decline on services. Period, because no one's operating as well as much as they were doing before. So when we go back to normal, you want to be found organically through searches. So search engine optimization is something that I definitely recommend to anyone who currently owns a website. We do that, of course. Just got to make sure that you're found organically on Google.
Okay, and for those of us that are a little slow on the technical aspects, what is search engine optimization? Is that something do you buy it at Walmart or Amazon? Like where do you get it? Where can I buy some of that?
No, you probably can pick it up at Walmart, but search engine optimization basically is just just being discovered, just using keywords, relevant keywords to be discoverable on Google, on Bing, so using the keywords.
So a keyword would be like, if I have a flower shop, and then a keyword would be flowers or roses.
Well, yeah, be flowers, or and if it's, you also can do something or closer, like more for instance, like you have a flower shop in Kansas or Texas. You have to, those are keywords, Texas flower shop or Los Angeles flower shop or something like that. You can make it a little bit more closer to the place, to the niche that you're also serving to.
When you say keyword, it doesn't have to be one word, right? Like you could actually have, Orlando flower shop, and that's one keyword.
You can have a phrase. You can have they say keywords, but you can actually have a phrase as a relevant phrase as a keyword, quote unquote.
Okay, and so what would you recommend? Like to have the words separated, each keyword separated, or put them into a phrase as a keyword?
It would be. See, the thing is, Google changes all the time their algorithm. So the way that people or searches are discovered. So the way you search, the way people search online. For instance, if I'm looking for, let's say, a Haitian bread store, I'm Haitian, but I'm a Haitian citizen, and so if I'm looking for a Haitian restaurant in my area in Orlando, Florida, and let's say I'm in Michigan Street or something, I can put those three keywords in there, and once Google picks that up, then that will increase the chances of me being discovered, or that restaurant, or that restaurant with the Haitian restaurant being discovered on Google because of those keywords. Also too, you have to consider the way that Google picks up searches and the way people naturally look for searches or search on Google. For instance, we can search for it's just the way we type, like the way people speak, the way people type, and Google's been working on that. So things change here and there. Google changes things all the time, so you just really have to kind of stay up to date on the new trends.
Sounds great. There's a lot of work to be done. I think businesses that take advantage of this downtime are going to be in the uptime after this is done, hopefully, because also, with the economy the way it is, and people not knowing where their jobs stand and all of that, it'll be really interesting to see what happens to a lot of the businesses that were already in the edge. Are they,
right,
are they going to survive and cross the line? They were already, before this, they were already having problems. So, hopefully this isn't the bullet that takes them out, and we can keep the way that, what I like about the United States is that it's a very enterprising country. And I think every country it is like that. But the difference is that here it's almost like a reward. Businessmen are seen as the good guys. Well, not anymore. It's kind of changing, but meaning in other countries, the disparity of wealth is so large. I mean, we have it here, but some countries, I mean, the richest rich people own it all, and most of the population is usually the poor people. So here, maybe it's hard, but you can probably come up from zero and get to the rich part, where in other countries it's so difficult, where if you're born poor, your ability to leave that life is going to be probably impossible. Where here, everybody that's poor with a great idea, you may make it. Not everybody, but some people may make it. So thanks so much, man, for taking the time and talking to us. And I learned a lot. I've always been confused with the keywords because it said keywords. So I'm thinking it's a word, but I'm glad to know that it's really just a phrase. So they should really change it to key phrases or or key search words or I don't know, but
key search phrases.
Exactly. So thanks a lot. So again, how can we find you on your social media? Honestly, my personal social media, let's just say Bunspoon Media is BONSPOONMEDIA. That's my social media for Instagram. You can also find that as on Twitter. And also, if you want to follow my personal Twitter account, is Litobaz, LITOBAZ. And so, again, I'm on Facebook, Bunspoon Media, Instagram, Bunspoon Media. So what's the best way, like if someone, they just want to reach you and ask you a couple of questions about what you're talking about here? Like what are you most active on, or where can they get a reply at? You know what? My phone number is 321-800-8539. That's Bunspoon Media's office number is 321-800-8539. Of course, and if you just don't want people to hear your voice and see and hear how you sound, you may not feel comfortable hearing or talking to someone, you can send us an email at bonspoon@gmail.com. That's bunspoon@gmail.com. There you have it. Okay, man. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. And until next time, we're going to be out.